Hello and welcome to my new channel, Trucking Panthers. This channel's primarily going to be trucking footage, but I'm going to be doing some book reviews and some sports talk as well. I've got lots of different ideas of things to do with the channel as I watch a lot of trucking vlogs, etc. But if you guys have any ideas or things that you think I can focus on, then I'm all ears, let me know. Today I'm pulling an artist trailer, which is very similar to the one you can see in this picture. The trailer's actually almost 12 meters long, and it connects via a hitch on the back of my tug, and my tug is about 6 meters, just under 6 meters long. So you know, that's 18 meters you've got there. That makes me an extremely long vehicle. So we're going to have to use our mirrors and keep our wits about us as we drive through London. Apologies for the off-angle reverse shot of the cab. You can see it was the best I could do at the time with the particular mount of lookers in the truck. I don't have my own truck at the moment, so I'm regularly swapping in different vehicles, so I have to deal with the best that I've got, you know, in the particular truck. But I will look at getting something to make my life easier to get you the reverse shot. It won't be in all the videos. It just helps to give you a bit of context, so that you can see the trailer going around, etc.
This is going to be a nice sharp turn there.
Today we're moving a trailer from the very outskirts of East London over to near Elephant and Castle, nearer central London.
So we've got an artist trailer on, which is a bit like a caravan, but a long caravan, and it makes us a very long vehicle. We're also on a different hitch at the back of the truck rather than a fifth wheel, so hence the reason we're so long. So you do just have to watch the turns to make sure you give yourself enough room. You also can't jackknife the trailer because the airlines will bump. So rather than on a fifth wheel, unless you're very close coupled, like I have been in the past, you have to be extremely jackknifed to snap an airline. On these, you don't have to be at that steep an angle, because the top of the line will butt against the trailer. actually want this other lane. I've not been to this place before, so I don't know exactly where I'm going, but again, we've got to be watching the mirrors here. There we go. Also got to constantly be watching the speed limits here, because virtually the whole of London is 20 miles an hour now. When you're concentrating on a lot of things at the same time, it's incredibly easy to go over. London lorry driving is a constant battle to not kill cyclists and moped riders, scooter riders, whatever you want to call them. Always helpful, but people have got to make deliveries. lane as the bus is stopping. The other thing that can be very difficult driving in London are the yellow boxes. When you got a trailer on, it's incredibly difficult to keep your rear end of your trailer out of the yellow boxes, because if there's two lanes, traffic from the other lane will just continually try and cut in front of you. It's extremely frustrating, but the traffic's a little bit quieter now that it's coming up to 9 o'clock in the evening. In front of us, you could just make out the tip of the gherkin then. This is Mile End Road. This will bring us down to Aldgate High Street. Got 3.4 miles to go, and it reckons it's going to take us 25 minutes, which for London that's actually pretty good. So there you go, you can see the gherkin coming into view. I think they call that the cheese grater just behind it. Again, London, I mean lorry driving in general, but London lorry driving is just all about mirrors, because if you don't use your mirrors you will kill someone. There are no ifs and buts. Pedestrian did the right thing and made eye contact with me, gave me a wave. You'd be amazed how many people just step straight out in front of you. And with the best will in the world, you quite often can't see them. So, little tip for anyone is always, if you plan to cross in front of a lorry driver, make sure he can see you. Make eye contact, or if you're crossing very close to the lorry, then hold your arm up or something, because we're very high up. Just make sure that we can see you. let this guy out because he's got a gap, and these idiots are walking right in front of him. We've got across the river, so the River Thames, so we've got a couple of options. We can go over Southwark Bridge, or we can go over Blackfriars Bridge. We cannot go over Tower Bridge because it has a 18-ton limit, and we are currently classed as 40-ton. This is a DAF XF, but it's a twin axle, so we're rated at 40 ton when we're towing. There are some nice smells about as we're right near a Nando's here. Lots of takeaways here, it's making me hungry. This is Whitechapel. Jack the Ripper territory, I believe. There's an old London telephone box on the left. Not the best decoration. It's been tagged to death. Now you can see the gherkin nice and clear straight ahead. Busy place, Whitechapel. The other thing you got to watch out for are the hire cycles, what they call lime hire or something. I still call them Boris bikes. But you get people that perhaps aren't that used to cycling and are just doing incredibly dangerous manoeuvres, so you've just got to expect everything unexpected. There you go, there's even a sign saying weight limit on Tower Bridge. We will not be going over Tower Bridge. Pub called the Nag's Head there, fighting Only Fools and Horses. I think it's now a gentleman's club. There's the walkie-talkie up ahead. Again, so cool because it looks a bit like a walkie-talkie. .1 miles to go. We need to be, we're taking up both lanes at the moment, but we need to get over to the left because the right hand lane becomes right turn only, I believe. Find out in a minute. Yes it does, but this guy has blocked the whole road. So we're going to be entering the London congestion charge zone, which is London's tax on the motorist. It gets bigger every year. Oh yeah, exactly that kind of thing you have to watch out for. Crazy. There's a bus lane ahead, but only the left lane goes straight on, but you have to watch people in the right hand lane because people will just ignore that. Just constantly checking the mirrors for cyclists, and with the cones just making sure that the rear of the rear wheels, whoops, we'll edit that bit out. So this is Fenchurch Street. Your Monopoly board. One of your stations. doing a left at these lights onto Gracechurch Street, otherwise known as the A10. This is a good example up ahead. We've got yellow box, so we've got to make sure that we can get right round, because there is a camera up there that will send us a nice £120 fine should we leave part of us in the yellow box. So it's actually, you don't want to do either, but if you have to block a pedestrian crossing, you're actually better doing that than getting stuck in the yellow box. But we don't want to do that either, so we will hopefully have a nice big gap that we can completely get round. Lights gone green. There is a cyclist coming up on my right. Get right through that, which is good. Watch the pedestrians, watching the rear of the trailer, and we're round. We're actually going to be going over London Bridge. I don't know what time the yeah, I'm pretty sure we're after the there's a daytime ban on lorries going across London Bridge, but I think we are okay at this time. Pedestrian who's trying to get himself run over. Yeah, that's the monument from the Great Fire of London ahead there. Yeah, so I think the curfew is till 7 PM, so we're good to go over London Bridge. Should hopefully give you a nice view of the river. See, cyclists will just cycle absolutely anywhere in London. They go the wrong way up the road, they'll, you know, over pedestrian crossing. Look. It's an absolute free-for-all. It's that road that you could see ahead just before that goes down to Pudding Lane, where the Fire of London is believed to have started. We have to let these cyclists go. Take a nice wide swing here. Here we go, the famous London Bridge. that's the shard that you could see earlier. So over the River Thames we go. And we're going to be turning right onto Borough Road, but not for a while. About half a mile up ahead where the road splits. More yellow boxes to keep an eye on. We're going to take both lanes here. There's Borough Market on the right. Great food in there, and London Bridge Station is to our left. A couple of pubs there that I used to frequent when I worked in the city. Cyclist is in the middle of the road, completely oblivious, but there's traffic up ahead, so we'll let her do what she wants. Check the mirrors as we go around the car, make sure there's no cyclists coming that we're going to squash. Another yellow box. We'll stop, let the traffic go because we don't want to get stuck in that yellow box. Would have been alright, but close. Always reminds me of a Parker fountain pen, the building that you can see up ahead. Lorry to get round here, so we need to get these guys to move over a bit. They are lovely. We're nicely round. Two lanes go straight on here, so we've got to be wary of the traffic on our left. But it generally pays to be in the right hand lane here, I find. I'm sure now's going to be an exception. I will do some rush hour videos of me doing London driving, which will involve a lot more swearing or a lot more bleeping, depending how I edit the video, but it's just constant during rush hour because you are just constantly having battles. We're clear on the left, so I can take the road. There we go. That went nicely. Right, I'm going to be ending the video shortly because we are 3 minutes away and I cannot film the location. final countdown. 700 yards from the destination. They've got some live music going on in the pub there. I've drunk in there years ago, the ship. Looks like they've done it up nice. It would be nice to be having a beer right now and listening to some live music. Right, I've got to watch my tail swing here. So I'm taking a little bit of a wide line. After this Addison Lee van's gone, we can get round. Lovely. Easy money. This takes us down towards Elephant and Castle. We are turning off before we get there. Say goodbye for now.